Hello.
Hey everybody.
Start watching a few seconds ago. I found Sam.
I've been around.
Yeah, Sam has been around the universe, been down some black holes. Nothing. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm zonked. I'm rather sleepy. But fortunately the coffee here is plentiful and good, which is very nice. This is the benefit of having your Eurovision in a city where one of the biggest company exports is Lavazza, which is very nice.
We got a Lavazza. It's good
Va
stuff.
bene.
Yeah. I went to Italy yesterday.
Oh. How was it?
It was fine. They weren't serving dinner yet, so we just kind of walked around and then went to a cotoletta place, Colotel. I keep getting the name wrong. It's the thing where they smash meat and then fry it. It's unbelievable.
Oh.
It weighed like a pound, and I ate the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, we're here at the press center for Eurovision.
Yeah.
Kind of can't believe it. There's sort of a weird moment where it kind of dawns on you how this thing that you love has become, and I don't mean this in a bad way, work.
Mm.
That's kind of mind blowing. I mean, you've done a fair number of these.
This is my 10th on site.
10th.
Yeah. But I mean, it's my first one that I've been working in this role with EBU and Screen. But I've had two where, as you know, I work with the Bulgarian delegation in 17 and 18, so I was working with them. And then otherwise I've been working with press, basically in a similar position to what you're doing now. So I've been around the block a little bit. It is work, but it's work that I love, and it's so much fun and such amazing people. And you realize just how I'm going to get mushy, but you realize how lucky you are. You really do.
Yeah, that was the feeling I had last night watching the jury show for the semifinal. Just being like this is literally it. Like, I'm here. This is
it's crazy.
wild.
It's crazy.
I was a little verklempt for several songs.
Aww.
So what is your favorite thing that you've done since you've been here in terms of Eurovision stuff?
Honestly, just getting to know my team. I work with a really, really cool group of folks. A mix of Brits and Dutch, many of whom were working on the team last year in Rotterdam and kind of got carried over. Some of whom I knew from my work at Junior Eurovision. And it was just really, really great. Just having little quiet moments outside of the press bubble and the delegation bubble, often catching up with friends, many of whom either have online accreditation or no accreditation at all. It's been really very nice as well.
Good.
Honestly, it's been one of the few times that I've been able to really get out and see the city because I've been working so much. Mm-hmm. So, which is kind of a shame.
Who's the best person on the team? You can tell me.
Me.
Oh, okay. Who's the worst person on the team?
Also me. I'm living with some massive imposter syndrome right now. I am rocking the imposter syndrome like you wouldn't believe. But I think I'm doing all right. I mean,
I think you're doing great.
You folks at home, if you're watching this, let me know. Like, I wrote about 50% of the actual articles, not the live blog. That's not me. That's two of my colleagues. But about half of the articles since coming to Turin have been published by me. So
they've been great.
Let me know what you think.
You're doing great, Sam.
I'm so nervous. I don't want to screw anything up. I know people read this stuff, and it's like, I know that my name isn't officially attached to it, but it's sort of like I worry that somebody's going to be like, you. It's scary.
Yeah, all of those super negative articles on the official website talking about how that country you love, the one, is awful.
I will say that it's been a really different balance to strike, just in the fact that, previous to this year, I was allowed to have my opinions, and people who listen to our podcast know that I have opinions, but I can't express them. I have to be diplomatic. I have to be neutral. But I think I've generally always been a person who's found the good and the interesting and the story in any of these acts, even the songs that I won't necessarily listen to again, like especially not talking about this now.
Tried.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah. But especially, and maybe you're seeing this focus now too, when you go into a press room and you realize there's that person from that song that I wasn't necessarily a fan of, but then you get to hear them speak about their process, and you're realizing this is just a person. This is a person
Yep.
who's caring about their art
Yep.
and doing what they do.
They're human beings.
Exactly,
you know,
and I think a lot of people forget that. You know?
I think we've seen a decent amount of that over the last, coming up on 48 hours now, with a couple of the acts that didn't qualify
Yeah.
on Tuesday,
Yeah.
that have been a little more outspoken than the average non-qualifier. I think, and again, not in a bad way, but just sort of letting out some of those feelings. I know CD Zenny is still here.
Yeah, they're still checking. They're still chilling.
They're still partying.
As well, they should. They're here. They're having fun.
Yeah,
You know, this is
yeah.
for most people. This is a once in a lifetime experience. Unless you're Sophie Stube, in which case it's a 3-time in your life experience.
3 for 3.
In 3 different decades.
Unreal.
Remember
Unreal.
that 3 different decades they've done this.
That's got to be a first on a number of APCs,
I'm pretty
right?
damn sure.
I mean,
yeah,
semifinals haven't been around that long, so it's hard to. It's there haven't been a ton of opportunities to qualify 3 times, but I think they're the only ones
Yeah.
to do it.
I
which
believe
is,
so.
Oh,
I believe
and
there have
well
been folks who've done it twice. You know, like Sergei Lazarev, for example, has qualified out of twice. But 3 times.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm hoping. You don't have to comment on this. I am hoping for a top 10 finish for them
We shall see.
on Saturday. The crowd just loved them so much, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
It's something you're not going to get outside of Europe. You know, it's.
I mean,
I almost said outside of Eurovision. That's not true.
no.
But
You
like,
definitely get that kind of thing. I mean, they have an incredible career outside of the Eurovision bubble. There's a reason why they've been performing together for over 30 years. I think 1994 is when they first started performing together.
Wow.
So they've been together for
Like the Rasmus.
They've been together for
Sort
a
of.
solid long time. This is just, sometimes you have artists that Eurovision is the focus. Like, this is their big break. And then you have artists like Sophie Stube and the Rasmus. This is just one event in a long career and a long trajectory. And honestly, a lot of the times for those new artists, I keep coming back to this. It is incumbent upon us as listeners and us as fans to keep that going. If your favorite doesn't qualify, they still exist. That song still exists. Their music will continue to grow and exist if they continue to create music. So it's on you and me and him and anybody else.
This person back here.
Yeah, whoever they are.
Friend of the show.
They are now. It's incumbent on all of us to keep the music going and to let those
Absolutely.
artists know that whatever the scoreboard was, whether they come home with a trophy or they come with 0 points, that their work and their music and their art is valued. They have a right to be here. They've earned their place here, and they have a fan base. They are here for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, and from a purely economical standpoint, a song like "Secret" or "Eat Your Salad," like they get paid the same for streams now than they did a week ago. So keep streaming the songs.
Yeah. And their new stuff too. I mean,
yeah,
I mean,
I
a
can't
lot of
wait.
the acts that we are seeing now have other stuff that they have put out since their Eurovision song was released. I feel like Maro, for example, just to use one name as an example, she's put out like 3 or 4 singles since Festival de Cancel, including one that has Salvador Sobral as like the primary character, the primary actor in the music video.
Yep, got that song with Odessa. I don't know if that was before or after. That
was
song
right
is,
around.
That song is so good,
Yeah,
by the way.
absolutely.
Stream that.
I mean, yeah. So it just keeps coming up. A lot of these acts have EPs that are coming out, or I know Malik Harris is re-releasing his most recent full album.
Yep, he did.
Anonymous Colonist, I think it's called.
Anonymous Colonist. Yeah, what a name, by the way.
I know, great
that's
name.
So good.
So that's
Yeah.
going to be re-released with Rockstar on there. If you like what you hear, or if you're intrigued by what you hear, listen, buy,
Yeah.
support. This is 3 nights out of a year in terms of sitting at home and watching something. But there's a whole, this is tip of the iceberg stuff, do the deep dive, put on the wetsuit and your flippers and start going all scuba Steve on us
The
here.
hole is so deep. I was talking outside the venue last night. We met up with a couple other podcasters and bloggers. Shout out to
I saw that you guys did that on
to Dude Points or Dude Pois. ESC Apocalypse was there. a whole bunch
see.
of folks were there.
I'm sad I missed it.
And it was a delight. And there was a couple that we talked to from Lebanon who had kind of slowly gotten into Eurovision. You know, they caught a little bit of it in like 2011, and then in 2012 they watched the final, and then in 2013 and 14 they watched the semifinals, and then before you know it, they're watching
All the
Sanremo,
national-
they're watching Melfest, they're watching all this stuff. Like, this can be as big as you want it to be, and it still kind of just comes down to these 3 days in a way,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird. But
Yeah.
that's to your point. There's so much music that comes out of this, and so much of it is just wonderful, and we got to keep that going all the time.
Absolutely.
Because that's the sound of beauty.
Oh, good tie-in.
Yeah, I
Dude.
did it.
And honestly, for the record, that rule also still applies for the folks that we heard in the American Song Contest. I will continue to stream the hell out of all and any of Yam House's music.
Yes.
If and when Crystal Method does come back to Minneapolis, because I think he was originally planning on swinging through before COVID hit. At least he said in the press conference that I sat in on, that
Hopefully.
he is planning on returning to Minneapolis. I will buy a ticket.
Reminds me, I heard about a couple. I'll tell you when the video's over. But there's a couple other shows I heard about that you might want to know.
Yeah, I mean, Dali Frere is doing an American tour.
Got my tickets.
Darn right. We've already seen him once. We'll see him again.
Yeah, we will.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Worth the ticket. Honestly, he's going to a lot of cities. If you're watching this from the U.S., go onto Dali Frere's website. He puts on a great show. It's just wonderful.
It's
positive.
an amazing show.
Yeah.
He's
He's just fun.
he's so warm and bubbly. And like, talk about how like going to see like a They Might Be Giant show
Yeah,
is just
it's
pure
similar-
joy.
yeah.
It's the same thing. So yeah, check it out. Keep the music going. That's apparently the theme of our video for you today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I also am exhausted.
Yeah. But you have...
I have. Oh yes. Yeah.
Eric basically probably has this running through his veins right now.
Yeah. Dave keeps bringing me more too. So like
This stuff is fantastic.
It is.
And speaking of great things that come out of Torino, beyond just Lavazza and Nutella, Mole Cola.
Mole Cola.
That's the stuff. This video is not sponsored by Mole Cola. However, if the Mole Cola people
If you're
happen
watching,
to catch this,
I love you. I love you.
Ti
I
vogliamo
also
bene.
learned since I got here. I had thought that this was just like a cool design, like some lightning bolts or
No,
something.
that's the mole.
No, it's the mole. It's the thing. I'm actually going there tomorrow.
Ah,
I'm
nice.
going up to the top of it tomorrow. Liz really wants to get a picture of me with the can, with the thing, and I would like that very much as well. Also, you know what's 2 blocks from the mole? 100 Montevitos.
I was just thinking about that today. I was honestly. Let me look at I might look at my schedule tomorrow and see what time I need to be in.
Okay.
You and I will talk.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
this
well,
after.
yeah.
Y'all at home don't need to know our personal schedules.
That's
that would
right.
actually be really
Yeah,
creepy.
get
so
outta
don't.
here.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
It's been fun. It's been hectic. It's been pressure filled. It's been kind of mind bending. The fact that we are recording this right now at about 6:30 in the afternoon, early evening on Thursday. And I only know that because I'm looking at my watch. I have no idea.
One right here, too.
Oh, that too. That's convenient. Yeah. I lose most concept of time and space when I'm here, except for having the days of the finals or on. Oh, there's a human disco ball over there with Circus Mircus.
Circus Mircus is just sort of hanging out.
Do you
I
need
wonder
to
if they'll
lift up the...
take me to the spacecraft. Oh yeah, why don't we?
Yeah, see if you can.
It's there they are. Somewhere in there is Circus or Mircus. I forget which is which. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. Oh, do we have a special guest?
Oh, hey, you want to be
live? Where are we live on?
Not live, but do you want to be on a video?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
We're
so I
just
should say what I think Marcus
We
is.
found Ewan.
we're
What's up?
just shooting the breeze
Hello.
here.
Hello. Hold on. If we just give you guys the mask,
Oh, yeah.
then we can.
I
Yep,
have-
it's
I have
for
to-
your safety.
I'm keeping this on. I have to make sure that I have a negative test before I try to fly back to the U.S. So I am being hyper
As do we
cautious.
all.
Hello. So who's on the call?
No, it's us talking to the internet. We were just talking about the importance of digging into an artist's back catalog and keeping the music flowing even as we leave Eurovision, no matter if the artist wins the trophy or if they go home with no points. You often on Insight have talked about the 10,000 artists. Or the
1,000 True Fans, yeah.
Yeah, the 1,000 True Fans. Can you tell us a little bit about
so,
that?
1,000 True Fans it's kind of gone a little bit out of fashion now, but I still think it's a wonderful rule of thumb, which is if you can get one new fan a day for 3 years, and that fan is the sort of fan who will spend $30 a year to you with be it CDs or merch or whatever, then you've got 20 grand a year income off those fans. So you work for 3 years, you get that. Something at Eurovision, you don't get one fan a day, you get slightly more. You know, if you could put on 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 fans, or if you put 5,000 fans on, it's probably going to be a very small number. Multiply that by $20, you're doing quite well out of the Eurovision Song Contest. Mm-hmm. And with social media nowadays, one of the keys to musical success is to have a single released every 6 weeks. Something new, promote that, let it die down, bring out the next single. We're no longer in album rotation for careers, we're in single rotation for careers. And if you want the perfect example of that from the Eurovision world, you just look at Kaino. Every 6 weeks, almost to the day, a new song comes out.
They really do.
A new
like
song
clockwork.
comes out.
Yeah.
So you think about what they get. They get this lovely little wave. The old way you would get an album like that, go down. Here, there.
Yep.
But because of the speed of social media, because of the speed of the low attention spans relatively that we have nowadays, I mean, when I was growing up, I got maybe 3 albums bought for me a year at Christmas. And that was it. That had to do me.
Yeah, but was one of them Midnight Queen by Bronx?
No, I had to find really hard for that, and I found it in a very, very right-wing German record shop. So let's rapidly move on from that story.
Yeah, moving on.
Go on to ESC Insight, their YouTube page. There's some interesting stories to be had with that one.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
But now with the speed of streaming, the speed of turnover, you have to keep that foothold in to get in all the algorithms. Every 6 weeks for new single drop is needed. The more fans you have, the higher up it goes. You get lots of fans from Eurovision. You release every single one of these singers should have a single ready to go on Monday, because you're going to look for your favorite new artist. Like Kelly Lauro, for example, there'll be something new, as well as the back catalogue, ready to go. This is one of the, if we go back, people are being waited. We have a webcam. I'm about to be unserved.
I see it in your eyes.
Hello.
There we go.
Oh, how are you?
We are live.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
I have here
hello,
grandmother to our master of ceremonies.
Oh, my
if you
goodness.
guess her age, you will get a CD, copy of our CD.
Ooh.
21.
No, she is too old.
She's ageless. She's eternal.
I will
She is
say,
all of her.
You have one last chance.
I will say 5,000.
42.
She's 112.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
She looks good for
She's
her.
good.
We need to do a second take on that. So if you just want to come back and ask us the same question.
Same question. No, I'm going to ask you another question.
Okay.
Because we are actually, if you get our question right, you will get a CD also.
Excellent.
Okay, we are coming over. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Two us up.
right.
Take two.
And that's what happens.
Yeah.
With Kaino dropping there saying, oh, hold on a second, we might have another surprise guest.
Hello.
Oh.
Can I?
Oh, hello. How are
Hello.
you?
How are you feeling here?
About good.
Good.
About good.
About
Yeah.
good.
So we interrupted your being good.
Yes.
Yes.
And now we are better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Checks on the post.
This is but grandmother to our master of ceremonies.
Oh.
She
Pleasure
is
to meet you.
112 years old.
She looks good for 112.
Yeah, you don't look a day over
yes,
110.
Because she does yoga every other year.
So the
yes.
grandmother of the master of ceremony.
Yes.
So this here is the owner of GMC.
Gypsy, I don't know what.
It's an American,
It's
it's an American car
Smile and
company.
nod.
Yes.
American
Master
audience.
Ceremonies,
So,
yes.
yeah.
American audience. Hello,
Yes.
America. I love you, America.
Unfortunately, America cannot vote for you tonight.
Yes,
It's
but
the
it
wrong,
is.
the wrong Georgia, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have
got
our
the-
own. It's fine.
It's. I think it's great.
Here's
I
a-
love America. Okay, my question for you is that
Yes.
I don't know the answer to that one.
no,
right,
this is
okay,
not
right,
the question.
okay.
This was not the question. You know the song "Lock Me In," right?
Yes.
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 Okay, how many songs do the Circus Mircus have?
All together?
Yes.
Oh, I've listened to quite a few, I think.
Weather Report is a bop. I'm into that one.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good.
Yep.
The Ode to...
Ode to Joy is not there.
No, not that one.
Ode to a Bishkek Stone. Yes.
Like,
Let's-
8 or
Wait,
9?
you mean songs on Spotify or songs floating around in that head of yours right now? Because that could
No,
be
no, no.
infinity.
Songs that are put
Are
in
released.
Okay.
or put
I want
online.
to say like 8 or 9, somewhere in that vicinity.
You know what? I don't remember how many songs do we have, but you will.
Yes!
Let's
We did
give
it!
them a CD. Copy of our CD. Yes, this is it.
Oh my goodness.
This is yours. You can break it and share it.
Now, we
Circus
have a
Mircus.
very-
Sidi
we have a
Madlova.
very young fan back in Scotland. He's 11 years old. He has
Oh.
cystic fibrosis. He's in a wheelchair, but he loves the Eurovision Song Contest. So, could we possibly have another question so we have another chance to win a CD for him?
Okay, of course. Another question, another question, another question, another question, another question, another question.
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
The lyrics of our song, the chorus lyrics of our song. What are they? If you get it right,
I think I can help you with this one.
Yeah,
If
good.
you-
Go
all
ahead.
right.
Yep.
Let's say, lock me up,
okay?
lock me down,
Of course,
lock me in,
of course,
lock me out,
Yeah?
yeah.
lock me. Oh no. Sideways?
Of course.
We did
That
it.
was the right
You're welcome.
answer.
This is
All
the
right.
strangest karaoke I've ever been to.
This is fantastic.
We will fix it in the edit. Please
Yeah.
let us fix it in the edit.
So please vote for Georgia. For Georgia. I have
Thank
a
you.
question for you, actually.
Okay.
What is your favorite spacecraft to be taken to?
Spacecraft, SpaceX.
Okay,
Yes.
can live with that.
Good answer. Good
Yeah.
answer.
Yep.
All right.
Lovely. There we are. Circus
Thank you
Mircus
very much.
there.
Pleasure to
I'm
meet you.
gonna give you another CD.
We're going to pick up the CD.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Lovely. So, Lauren, if you're watching, we've got that for you.
Yes.
Yes.
You got it.
Yeah.
Mad love.
Oh.
Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah, this is
I'm technically, I don't think, allowed to be taking part in, stuff like that. But
Sam does not say to vote for Greece under any circumstance.
well, considering
This
that was
is
Georgia,
not Sam. This is not Sam.
not the Sam.
Not the Sam. Oh,
You
my
know,
goodness.
I'm okay with being flash mobbed by Circus Mircus.
That was great.
Thanks,
That was
folks.
fantastic. He was great.
Lovely. Right, I'm going to pop up as well.
All right.
For now.
Thanks, Ewan.
Thanks, Ewan. Well, that was fun.
Yeah,
Where do we go from this?
the thing is, I feel like if we stop filming, something else crazy is going to happen, and we're going to miss it.
That is in fact life in the press center at the
Yeah.
Eurovision Song Contest. I remember my first year, half of the interviews that I took part in were interrupted by the Portuguese act Homens de Luta drumming and playing the flute as they kind of bounced from table to table to table.
Fantastic.
A couple years later, Krista Siegfrieds would just drop by, just yelling "ding dong" at random intervals. It's just
Wow.
it's just part of the landscape to expect the unexpected.
First time.
Oh,
Yeah,
Makes
2 weeks of that gets a little bit dingy dongy. Granted, it's Eurovision, so a little bit of ding a dong is certainly,
Yeah.
nothing to me.
all right. Well, check out Circus Mircus. Check out Keep the Music Going.
Keep the music going.
That's right.
All right.
All right. I think I've wasted enough of Sam's time here.
Yeah, I've got another article to write.
But thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
This was wilder than the junior video.
I know, right? Oh man.
But yeah.
Can you imagine a junior Circus Mircus though?
Yeah, I mean, what was the Georgian kid's name?
From this one?
From this past year that
Let's
had
count the smiles. Nico.
Let's count the smiles.
Nico, wasn't it?
It feels, I don't know, maybe kind of similar.
Actually, I can see that vibe.
Yeah.
I would put those in a similar concert together, one opening for the other. You decide the order.
Nico and the dancers are Circus Mircus. You heard it here first.
Oh my gosh. They might also be Subwoofer. Again, I haven't seen the three of them in a couple of months. They may have all gone through growth spurts. So the two dancers are actually Subwoofer and Mr.
That's
Mr.
right.
Let's Count the Smiles is DJ
I'm sorry,
Astronaut.
but are they dandy dancers? Belfast.
And with that,
There we go.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the. Everybody says this, but hit the subscribe. Check us out on Twitter,
Facebook,
12
Instagram.
points. Look up 12 Points from America. You'll find us. We've got a Patreon now. Thank you so much if you're a part of the Patreon as well. Look for some more videos there that you won't get here. Some in-arena footage. We've got some footage of me and Alvin and Ayaz from France goofing around in the press center.
Are you new goofing around or just goofing?
Just goofing. Just goofing.
Just
No,
regular. Okay, I didn't mean to get anybody's hopes up here.
I'm
just regular goofing.
old shoe goofing.
However,
with Alvin and Ayaz.
if you're watching the semifinal tonight, would you say that Achille Lauro will be new boot goofing?
Achille Lauro is doing a lot of things, and I suppose that is one of them, yeah. I guess.
Well, tune in and watch.
Yep. All right, folks. Thanks again for watching. Check out our other stuff, and enjoy Eurovision and the music beyond.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
See ya.